Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Danica Kopp and I'm a master's level social worker licensed at the independent clinical level in Massachusetts and Virginia. Welcome to Therapy Thursday. Today's topic is an apology. Okay, so there's three parts to an apology and I go over this a lot with clients. So a true apology is so much more than just I'm sorry. And a true apology never has I'm sorry but. And a true apology absolutely never is, I'm sorry you feel that way. That is so invalidating. So the three parts of an apology are, I recognize my own behavior and I recognize that that behavior hurt you or whoever the person is. Once I acknowledge that my behavior has harmed somebody, my next step is to actually ask for forgiveness. And when I ask for forgiveness, I'm also going to ask for how I make the situation right. And then the third step is going to be that I change my behavior. So I'm going to go a little bit more into each of those. So the first step is when I realize that I've harmed somebody, I'm going to kind of do some self-reflection and I'm going to kind of acknowledge my role in that. And sometimes, when we harm others or hurt people, we have no idea that we've done it. Like it was never intentional. Frequently I would like to say that it's not intentional. But I think, when we're in loving relationships with people and we care about somebody, their feelings matter. And so when they tell us that they're hurt, we're going to take that seriously and we're going to, do our best to kind of self-reflect on where kind of our message to them maybe went off the rails. So my second step is to then go to that person and say, okay, like I've self-reflected and I can see how, maybe when I said it this way, that here's, I can see that you heard it, this way, or, that maybe I didn't present it in the right way, or, inadvertently, I clearly did something that hurt you. And so how can I make that right with you? How can I fix it? How can I, what do you need from me to heal the relationship? And listen. Let them kind of maybe self-reflect about what it takes. Like they may not have an answer right away. And then that third step is, after I make it right, if I keep doing the same things over and over and over, am I really sorry? I would say no. That if you're truly sorry and you are really wanting to make a relationship better, you're going to do your best to try to change your behavior in a way that doesn't harm the person going forward. So those are the three steps. I know a lot when I've worked with families, parents are really big with siblings, like, go apologize to your brother, you hurt your brother's feelings or you hurt your sister or whatever. And kids tend to be taught that I'm sorry gets me out of kind of, the situation. But I don't know that kids frequently understand kind of what they're saying when they say I'm sorry. And so I'm sorry is kind of thrown around and used excessively and doesn't really have the true meaning behind it that I think it's supposed to have. So a lot of times when I'm working with families, I will say, let's get rid of I'm sorry. Let's use, here's what I'm responsible for. So, a situation happens where maybe two sisters, one sister borrows the other one's sweater without asking and the sweater gets destroyed and the other sister gets mad and goes off and, hits the first sister who borrowed the sweater. And so that sister gets kind of caught for hitting. Mom comes in and says, say you're sorry. So, I'm sorry for hitting you and, but you took my sweater and well, I'm sorry for taking your sweater, but, it got ruined because, you never let me borrow it or whatever. As opposed to, I own my behavior that I hit you and that wasn't okay. And okay, I own my behavior that I took your sweater without your permission and I ruined it. That's not okay. Like, do you see how that kind of puts us in a much better place than just like the I'm sorry to make it go away? Okay. So that's my I'm sorry video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you like my content, go to YouTube and next to my subscribe button, there's a bell to get all the notifications. And then you'll know when my next videos post. Please give me ideas. I'm actually in the process of collecting questions for like a Q&A session. So any questions, anything, ask me anything. Either post in comments or you can email me directly at dcopplcsw@gmail.com. My first initial D for Danica, Kopp is my last name, COPP, LCSW@gmail.com. Thanks and have a great week. Take care.